Yesterday, I sent you a text message because I was on Threads, which I kind of have rarely been on there lately. But I opened up Threads, and the first thing that was in my timeline was a tweet, actually, from this guy, or I guess you can call it a tweet, quote unquote, from this guy here, A. Fondo, who says, seems like a new DJI mic, new DJI drone called Lido, and DJI Osmo Pocket 4, and a new DJI Power is coming out. And I was like, oh, this is great. And if I were to zoom in, which unfortunately I can't do yet, we'll figure out how to do that later. On the sound one there, which I assume is the DJI mic one, it says April 28th. I'm like, Benji, it's coming out on April 28th. And I was like, okay. I'm going to get ready for that on the show because we talk a lot about DJI Osmo. Well, I started looking into it on the show for today because I'm like, oh, this is interesting new news. And I realized I'm a total bozo because this was totally wrong. I didn't even scroll to the end because this is what was posted on April 9th. And actually at the end, he showed this in his carousel of images. This is from DJI on X saying, the world in my pocket, get ready for DJI Osmo Pocket 4, April 16th, 2026, 12 p.m. GMT, with, of course, a teaser for the Pocket there. And so they announced this on April 9th, which was just after our show last week. And that means I just totally missed it in my kind of timelines here. But the same day, Hey Castellou from Drone XL talked about this at dronexl.com. April 16th is the announcement for the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. Tomorrow is the day that they're actually going to announce this thing to the public, and we'll hear all of the details, which is kind of amazing to hear.
Just an announcement. It's an announcement. It's not when it's going to be sold.
And actually, this is what he says next. It's just the announcement, not necessarily the sale date. And he says, DJI Post confirms the launch event for April 16th at noon GMT. Based on prior reporting, Chinese retail deliveries are expected around April 20th, with U.S. availability likely in the final week of April. The standard Pocket 4 received FCC certification before DJI was added to the agency's covered list on December 22nd, 2025.
Covered list for banned products.
Yes, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. So U.S. buyers should be able to purchase it through normal retail channels, including Amazon and B&H Photo. Any reactions to the fact that they're releasing it tomorrow? Anything that you're looking forward to? Obviously, a big deal in the creator community. I mean, you've been getting all sorts of buzz about this around you, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's exciting that they're going to make it better overall. But I think that it's all kind of confusing. Like, what's an announcement? I feel like it's been announced even through leaks or even their own stuff, right? That it's coming. And I don't know if the specs were leaked, so that must not have been them. So it's like, okay, yeah, let's just get it on the shelf. Let's buy it and let's use it and see how good it is. That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm over the hype. I'm actually not hyped up about it at all.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And honestly, because you're not even really interested in buying it, unless maybe they will blow your mind in some way or another. That's the one
that's
thing
what's
that could
interesting.
reveal.
I love this camera so much. It's weird to say I love a device, but this is just my favorite camera of all time. And I've owned a lot of cameras. I probably have owned at least 25 to 30 cameras. I mean, you look, this is one of my first vlogging cameras. You don't have to zoom in, but it's called the Canon PowerShot ELPH 110 HS. This is the one you would bring to the club. That's right, Neutrally. We used to go to the club with a camera and take pictures of each other in the early 2000s and 2000s before our phones were
the business casual days where you would wear it like that to the club.
Yes. Okay. Is this going to turn on? And yeah, and so anyways, this is everyone had this in their pocket or girls had it in their purse. So from this to, the A7Ss, we're using OBSBots, like all kinds of crazy ones. But this one, I want to say one thing about this. I think that is kind of relevant to us nitpicking all these upgrades or these new features. You know what makes the DJI Osmo Pocket in general so amazing? It is not even any of those features. It is number one, the form factor of it. I mean, you just put these two together, okay, against my shirt. You had to hold it like this, which already is like kind of funky, right? You had to choose this, Are you going to choose like this? And then to flip it around, you had to kind of like do this whole thing. And if it was on, you have to be careful. You don't want to touch the lens or whatever, right?
Just some context here. Sorry, before you continue. Benji has been vlogging for almost 20 years at this point, right? And so you know all of the gripes of someone who has to use these cameras on a daily basis for filming almost anything. Sorry, I just wanted to say that before you continue.
In terms of uploads, we're getting close to 5,000
Crazy
vlogs with these cameras that I'm talking about. But this thing, right? And I'll take off the tripod function, which again, it comes with a tripod that fits right into it. And it's got feet that you can fold like this. But the fact that you hold it like this, it's much more natural. And then the lens, look how fast I just turned that on. Before you would have to take your finger and awkwardly get to the power button and then readjust your hand. No, I can do everything from this position. And then if you guys can't see it, I can reverse the lens towards me or away. And my hand doesn't change like positions at all. It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
And I can hit the record button. I can turn it off. Look how quickly I can turn it off. Nothing else. It's the same as me turning it on, except the reverse. I know when that lens goes into. I wait for that last clip. It's like a good feeling for me. That's what makes this camera amazing. So if they upgrade these other things and it's not like you said a revolution, then to me it's like whatever. I'd rather more people get to use this camera. So that's why right now, without even using the 4, I'm like, hey, you guys get the cheaper Pocket 3 if you can. You can't afford the price tag of $600 or $700 for the Creator bundle. I do think this is important though. The extra battery pack. Again, this is an extra battery pack. Want to know one of the number one things that we had to do? Buy extra batteries, buy extra battery chargers, have it with us. Sometimes you forget the charger and then, you can plug it in with USB-C or whatever, right? But still the fact that I just rarely run out of batteries. When I do, I'm amazed. I'm like, wow, I really did vlog a lot. But this just has amazing battery life. And then boom, look. It's a tripod. It's ready to go for like a selfie video. If I'm cooking, Judy used to I'm not kidding you. This is a true story. She still does this. Okay. She balances her cameras on the top of bottles like this.
That's crazy.
All the time.
Wow.
2-liter bottles, small bottles, candles. Okay. And I'm like so nervous because it could fall and break.
Wait. Credit to her. But like everybody take a look at this. There is a vertical support there with a lens at the top. Benji, I don't know if you mind turning your Osmo towards the audience and turning on the screen there. But what does that look like? A vertical support with a horizontal screen and camera. Well, guess what? That's the form factor of. Judy was inventing the Osmo before DJI did. That's my theory.
Exactly.
That's
Anyways,
crazy.
so yeah, I actually don't miss this at all. The only thing I miss, going back to the original kind of question, is the optical zoom, the real zoom. Because the one thing, even on these cameras, these consumer ones, there's multiple lenses inside. So this is why I can't turn it on, but it will pop out a little bit. That's lenses going at different distances that give you different zooms, real zoom, optical zoom, versus this is a digital zoom. That's the only downside. So my theory is you'll get it on the Pro.